Hi, this is Manil. This is another session of the Capsule Literature series. Here I have some more questions from Maharashtra Set 2021. My first question that I would like to discuss with you is, who among the modern poets had an admiration for D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover? Who among the modern poets had an admiration for D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover? The options are A. Anthony Twite, B. John Benjamin, C. John Arden, D. Philip Larkin. So the question is asking who among the modern poets had an admiration for D.H. Lawrence's Lady Chatterley's Lover. First of all, let me tell you all of these: Anthony Twite, John Benjamin, John Arden, Philip Larkin, all of these are modern poets. And all of them are poets except for John Arden, who was an English playwright. So John Arden is out because John Arden was English playwright. The correct answer is Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin. And remember, Anthony Twite and Philip Larkin were close friends. Now about this option, John Benjamin, it's very important for you to remember. Betjeman. It is very important for you to remember about John Benjamin, that he was an English poet first of all, and he was also a poet laureate from 1972 until his death. John Benjamin. Next question. Which is not a sentimental comedy? The options are A. Love's Last Shift, B. The Conscious Lovers, C. False Delicacy, and D. The Rivals. So remember, The Rivals is obviously, if you know, a very famous play. The Rivals is anti-sentimental comedy of manners. And The Rivals was by Sheridan. The other three are sentimental comedies because the title itself suggests love, last shift. This was by Colley Cibber. The Conscious Lovers is by Richard Steele. False Delicacy is by Hugh Kelly, H-U-G-H, Hugh Kelly. And The Rivals is an anti-sentimental comedy by Sheridan. Also remember, The Rivals is very famous for its character Mrs. Malaprop, from where the term malapropism comes. Next question. Henrik Ibsen, who is hailed as the father of realism, belonged to dash. So remember, Henrik Ibsen was Norwegian, so he belonged to Norway, and he was hailed as the father of realism. He is one of the founders of modernism in theatre, and he wrote this very famous play, A Doll's House. Next question. Which modern play is described as a play in which nothing happens twice? So if you know literature very well, you don't even need options for this question. A play in which nothing happens twice is Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Now what were the options? Let us discuss the options also. First option is Rhinoceros. Rhinoceros is a play by Eugene Ionesco. Second option is Look Back in Anger. Look Back in Anger is a play by John Osborne. Birthday Party is a play by Harold Pinter. And finally, Waiting for Godot is a play by Samuel Beckett. And a play in which nothing happens, no one comes, no one goes, is Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Next question. Who among the following was not a war poet? A. Wilfred Owen, B. Ivor Gurney, I-V-O-R, Ivor Gurney, G-U-R-N-E-Y. If you know this poet, you know that he suffered from manic depression, and most of his life he used to live in the psychiatric ward. So obviously this happened because he was a war poet and he could not handle the sufferings of the war. So this is out. Wilfred Owen also, we know, is a war poet. Third option is Alice Meynell. Now Alice Meynell, she was not only a war poet, but she was also related to women's suffrage. Purposely they have given this female name. The next option is Edmund Waller, very famous 17th century writer. So Edmund Waller can't be a war poet. Edmund Waller's very famous poem is Go Lovely Rose, and Edmund Waller was a 17th century writer. So the correct option is Edmund Waller, not a war poet. Wilfred Owen, Ivor Gurney, Alice Meynell were war poets. Last question of the session. Thus thou, we cannot make our sun stand still. If you just read this, sun stand still, you know it is To His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell. Thus thou, we cannot make our sun stand still, yet we will make him run. So these are the concluding lines of options are To His Coy Mistress, Air and Angels, The Sun Rising, Death Be Not Proud. And the correct answer is To His Coy Mistress, which is a poem by Andrew Marvell. Other poems. Air and Angels, all the remaining three options are by John Donne. Air and Angels, The Sun Rising, Death Be Not Proud. All these three poems are by John Donne. Andrew Marvell, John Donne, both were metaphysical poets. So that's all on this session. Thank you.